God says there are only 40 minutes left. This is an urgent message. Something very serious is about to happen in your life. A heavy burden, a deep sadness or sorrow could come if you ignore this warning. You need to open this message right now and pay attention, because if you delay or scroll past it, you might miss an important moment and regret it later when it is too late to fix. This is not a message you can just brush off or ignore. I am speaking directly to you, not by chance or accident, but because your spirit has been crying out in pain, and I have heard your silent prayers. You may have noticed a change in the atmosphere around you, something that doesn't feel right. You sensed a shift, a warning deep inside that something is coming. Now, you are here because I have led you to this very moment for a reason. If you choose to walk away now, you might miss a door that I have just opened for you, a door that might never open again. Before we continue, I want you to comment Amen to show you accept this word and that you are ready to listen. You have been feeling uneasy for a while, haven't you? Like something heavy is coming your way, but you can't explain what it is. Maybe you have been trying to ignore it, pretending that everything is okay, trying to be strong and act like you have control over your life. But deep down, you know a storm is on the horizon. I want you to know now that feeling is real. The storm is coming, but I am also telling you something very important. Even though the storm will come, I will not leave you to face it alone. I will stand beside you, carry you through the hardest parts, and support you every step of the way. But you must listen to this message until the very end, because what I am about to tell you will prepare your heart and mind for what is coming. There is already a tragedy forming around your life, even if you don't see it clearly yet. Spiritually, things are shifting and moving. Darkness is trying to surround you and trap you, but I am your light, the light that never goes out. I have chosen you and marked you for protection. That is why this message appeared in front of your eyes right now. Not because of a random algorithm, not because of luck, but because I have arranged this moment for you to hear my voice. If you believe this message is meant for you, show your faith by liking this video or post. That one small action is a way to agree with what I am doing in your life right now. You have been so tired and worn out lately. Your soul feels heavy and aching, longing for answers. You have asked me, God, where are you? Why is it so quiet? Why do I feel like I am forgotten? But I want you to know that you were never forgotten. I was always watching you closely. I have been protecting you from battles and struggles you didn't even know were happening behind your back. But now, I need your full attention, because what is about to come requires your faith to rise. You cannot face this storm with empty hands or a distracted heart. There are only 40 minutes left, not because you will be destroyed in that time, but because that is how urgent it is for you to wake up and be ready. In these 40 minutes, you will make a decision that could change the entire course of your life. You could say yes to something that will bring loss, or say no to the very blessing I am sending you. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads, and I am shouting from heaven, listen to me. I am not here to scare you. I am here to prepare you for what is coming. The enemy has seen your potential. He has seen the gifts and the dreams I have placed inside you. He is trying desperately to stop you from reaching your breakthrough before it even begins. But I will not let him win. I need you to hold on to me tightly now, like you never have before. Stop giving your heart to distractions that steal your focus. Stop listening to voices that do not come from me. If you believe that I have spoken directly to your spirit just now, comment 11 to show your faith. You were not created to drown in fear or confusion. You were made in my image, and I breathed my spirit into you. That is why the enemy is so scared of you right now, because your breakthrough is very close. Your miracle is just one decision away. That's why everything has felt heavier recently. That's why even sleep cannot give your soul rest. But hear me carefully. My plans for you are still good. They have never changed, not even when you doubted me, not even when you were angry or stopped praying. I loved you through it all, and I never stopped watching over you. Now is the time to come back to me with your whole heart. You have been holding on to pain, bitterness, and disappointment for too long. I have seen what others have done to you, the lies, the betrayals, the loneliness. I have counted every tear you have cried, and not one of them was wasted. But you cannot keep carrying all this by yourself. Give your pain to me. Let me heal you and prepare you for what is coming. What is coming will be bigger than anything you expect. It will shake everything around you, but if you stand with me, you will not be shaken. If you trust that I will hold you through this storm, comment 222 now. There are blessings with your name on them. Doors are already unlocking, but they need your obedience and your full attention. Don't be distracted by false opportunities or tricked by the pain from your past trying to come back. I am doing something new, and the enemy wants you so focused on what is behind you that you miss what I am placing right in front of you. You may feel like you have been in a long season of silence, but my silence was not absence. I was working in the dark, preparing everything for you. Now the light is ready to shine on you, but that light will bring exposure. Some things in your life will fall away, and some people will not be able to stay. Do not fight this process. I am making room for what is holy. The enemy will try to shake you, but stand firm. I am your refuge, your provider, and your defender. You don't have to fight with words or fists. The way to fight is by staying in my presence. Pray like you have never prayed before. Praise me like you have already seen the miracle. Walk forward with confidence, knowing victory is already yours. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government doesn't want you to know about? Imagine if a simple 7-second ritual could clear away your debts and bring wealth to you easily. A leaked CA report, confirmed by 4 top neuroscience labs, proves this is not a myth. Families who were struggling financially are now living in their dream homes with complete peace of mind. But this secret might be removed from the internet at any moment. So, click the link in the description or comments before it disappears forever. You are not here by accident. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. This message is the answer you have been waiting for. Yes, I heard your cries in the middle of the night. Yes, I saw you on the floor saying you couldn't keep going. Yes, I was there when you said you were done. But you did not give up. You are still breathing. You are still here. Because of that, the devil lost. You feel the pressure, don't you? That invisible weight pressing on your chest. That's not your imagination. It is the spiritual battle happening around you. I, the Lord your God, am standing right in the middle of it with you. The enemy is attacking so hard now because he knows his time is running out. I said there are 40 minutes left because I have already scheduled the change. You are so close to a breakthrough that will not just change your life, but will break chains in your family for generations. You must stay alert and clear-minded. This is not the time to scroll away or ignore my voice. You have asked me to show you that I am real. You said, God, if you care, give me a sign. Here I am, speaking directly to you. Don't miss this chance. Don't harden your heart. If you feel this fire burning in your spirit right now, comment 333 to declare your faith. The next few steps you take are more important than you realize. You are walking through a narrow path, like a bridge between your past and your future. The enemy has tried to break that bridge under your feet. He wants you to turn back and believe you are stuck. But I am strengthening that bridge with my power, with my angels, and with my presence. If your legs give out, I will carry you, but do not look back. There is nothing for you there anymore. This moment is sacred. Stop scrolling for just 1 minute and realize that I am with you. I am not a God of uncertainty or accidents. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I hold time in my hands. I have counted every second of your pain, and I have saved every blessing I promised you. But you have to be ready to receive it. You cannot receive blessings with closed hands, and you cannot hear my voice clearly if your heart is filled with noise. That is why I have been removing some people from your life. That is why some doors have closed. That is why some things did not work out, even though you begged me to make them happen. I said no because I love you. I closed those doors because I saw what was coming ahead. I broke your heart to protect your soul. Do you understand that now? The tragedy I warned you about is not always something big like a car crash or a sudden disaster. Sometimes it is marrying the wrong person. Sometimes it is chasing a job I never intended for you. Sometimes it is settling for a life that is much smaller than what I created you for. That is the real danger. That is the trap. That is what I am saving you from. That is why this message is so urgent. If you are choosing me over everything else right now, comment 555 to show your decision. You have no idea how close the enemy came to stopping your purpose. You were on the edge of giving up, on the edge of self-destruction, on the edge of losing your faith completely. But I stepped in. I covered you when no one else saw the danger. You don't owe your survival to luck or your own strength. You are here because I said, "Not today, Satan. This one belongs to me." That is why the pressure has increased. That's why you felt like you were suffocating emotionally. That's why everything around you seemed to be falling apart and breaking down. But I want you to understand something very important. You were not being buried under all this weight. Instead, you were being planted deep in the soil to grow. You were being prepared in silence, hidden away for a time, so that when the moment is right, I can reveal you in great strength and power. I know that it might not make sense to you right now. I know your heart still hurts, and your soul still feels the pain. But please trust me when I say that your pain has a purpose. I have not wasted one single part of your story or your journey. Every moment you felt abandoned, every tear you cried in secret, every time you felt like giving up, I was right there, building a holy fire inside of you. This fire is special. It's not just any fire. It is a sacred fire that will keep you warm and safe, even when the world around you turns cold and harsh. That fire inside you is the proof that you were never alone. Even if you don't understand everything that is happening, I want you to simply trust me. You don't have to have all the answers or see the whole picture. You just need to take the next step and keep following me. Right now, I am telling you to keep walking forward, even if your steps are slow and unsure, even if you feel shaky or weak. Keep moving because I am waiting for you at the end of this road with open arms, ready to welcome you. If you are ready to walk by faith, not by what you see with your eyes, comment 1212 as a sign that you are stepping forward in trust. I have already sent angels ahead of you to clear the way. I have already touched the hearts of people who will help you and favor you. I have removed obstacles you didn't even know were blocking your path, but all of this will be useless if you stop right now, if you doubt, if you turn back. That is why I am shouting this message loudly. You have come too far to give up now. You have cried too many tears and waited too long. Don't you dare stop believing right now. This storm you feel coming will not destroy you. Instead, it will show you who I really am in your life. You are not going to sink or fall. You are going to rise above it all because I never lose. And if you stay with me, you will never lose either. The winds may blow hard, the waters may rise high, but I am still the God who calms the sea with just one word. I am still the God who walks with you through the fire and the trials. The emergency you are sensing right now, it's real, but so is my protection over you. So is my power and my promise. I promised that no weapon formed against you will succeed. I promised I will never leave you alone. I promise that what I started in your life, I will finish. So take a deep breath, stand firm, and praise me even if you don't feel like it right now, because something is breaking in the spirit as you listen to these words. You may be wondering why this 7-second ritual that the CIA discovered is spreading so quickly all over the world. Recent leaks from the CIA have revealed a powerful brain ritual that can trigger instant wealth flow. This simple 7-second technique, tested and validated by 4 leading neuroscience labs, is changing lives rapidly. People are going from crushing debt to living dream vacations, and this could be your fast path to abundance. If you are seeing this message, consider yourself lucky because this page might disappear at any moment. So click the link in the description and comments before it gets deleted forever. You are standing at the edge of something sacred right now. You may not see it clearly with your natural eyes, but in the spirit, the ground beneath you is shifting and moving. Doors that were once closed are being opened. Chains that bound you are breaking off. The very atmosphere around you is being rearranged and transformed. Why is this happening? Because I, the Lord your God, have stepped into your situation, and whenever I move, nothing stays the same. I said there are 40 minutes left because you need to understand the urgency of this moment. This is not about fear. It is about alignment, about you realizing that how you respond to me in the next few moments will either protect you from pain or bring it closer. My warning is an act of mercy. My voice is your safety, but I will not force you. I will speak, I will nudge, I will knock, but you have to open the door. If you are opening the door to me right now, comment 777 to show your willingness. I am not like people. I do not lie or change my mind. If I said I have plans for you, then I do. If I said you are chosen, then you truly are. If I said I will protect you, then I will, even when you don't feel me near. But you must learn to trust me even in the silence, even when things don't look like you hoped. You must hold on tight when the wind gets louder. Do not let go. Your heart has been broken many times before, and each time you have thought, maybe this is just my life now. Maybe I'm meant to survive, not to thrive. But that is not why I put you here. I did not breathe life into you just so you would crawl through your days. There is joy waiting for you. There is beauty waiting for you. There is a restoration coming, not just of what you lost, but of who you were before the pain changed you. This is why the enemy is trying so hard to distract you now. This is why everything suddenly feels overwhelming and too much to handle. This is why you have been tempted to numb your feelings, to give up, to settle for less than you deserve, because the next step you take right now could break the enemy's hold on your life forever. And he knows it. That's why he is increasing the pressure. That's why he is trying to make you forget who you are. But I am here to remind you, you are mine. You are loved. You are never alone. If you know that the enemy cannot have your mind, comment 999 to declare your faith. I don't ask for perfection. I ask for your heart, your attention, your surrender, not because I want to control you, but because I want to free you from anxiety, from destructive cycles, from that constant voice inside your head telling you that you're not enough. That voice is not from me. It is a lie, and it has stolen your joy for far too long. But today is different. This is not just another message. This is me reaching into your situation and pulling you out of what should have broken you. You are not supposed to survive some of the things you have gone through, but you did because grace covered you, mercy stepped in, and I still had a purpose for your life. Some of you may be crying as you read this. I want you to know I see those tears, every single one. I see the memories flooding your mind and the fear rising in your chest, but I also see the strength I placed inside you. You may not feel strong right now, but I do not lie. You are stronger than you think because I live in you. My strength becomes perfect in your weakness. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are exactly where I want you to be, because it is in this moment that you have finally stopped running long enough to hear me. You have been searching for answers, and I have been waiting to give them to you. But first, I needed your full attention. Comment 010 10, if you know that this is the moment everything started to change for you. Don't look back anymore. Let go of the betrayal, the rejection, and the years you feel were wasted. Nothing is wasted when it is placed in my hands. I can take every broken piece of your life and make it whole again. I can make beauty out of ashes, but you have to stop replaying the past because it will not help your future. What is ahead of you is holy and blessed, but you must move forward with clean hands and a healed heart. That is why I am pressing on you right now. That is why this message feels impossible to ignore. This is your moment to drop what has been draining you and to pick up what I have been trying to give you. Some of you may be wondering if it's too late, if you have missed your chance, if I have passed you by. Let me say this clearly. I do not forget my promises. I do not forget my children. I never walk away from those I have called, and I called you before you were formed in your mother's womb. I knew you and set you apart. There is a covering over your life, even when things don't go the way you hoped, even when people leave, even when sickness comes. I am still God. I am still healer. I am still provider. I am still restorer, and I am not finished with you yet. You are about to walk into rooms you didn't even know were being prepared for you. You are about to be remembered in places where people once overlooked you. You are about to see answers to prayers you forgot you ever prayed, but you must stay close to me now. Don't wander off. Don't let your emotions guide you. Let my spirit lead you. I will guide you into peace, power, and purpose. This season will not break you. It will give birth to a new you. And when you look back one day, you will say, "That's when everything changed. That's when I heard him. That's when I said yes. That's when I walked out of fear and into faith." Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A secret CIA discovery has revealed a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brain waves automatically. Supported by scientific research and 4 elite labs, this simple ritual is helping struggling people become owners of their dream lifestyles. But this page might disappear soon, so click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You have been going through a lot that nobody really sees. People might think everything is fine because you smile, because you keep going through your days, because you manage to function even when things are hard. But I see the tears you don't speak about. I see the moments when you lie awake at night, wondering why life feels so heavy and hard to carry. I see how your heart has been quietly breaking, piece by piece. And I want you to know that none of this has been unseen or forgotten. This is not the end of your story. In fact, this is the very turning point, the moment when everything will begin to change and shift in your life. This is why it has felt so intense lately, why you have felt such pressure and tension. When I am about to raise up my children, the enemy always becomes afraid and panicked. He tries to distract you, to confuse you, to make you give up or shrink back into fear. But this time is different. This time you are not going to quit. This time you are going to rise up stronger than ever. If you are choosing to rise instead of giving up, type 1515 as a sign that you are standing firm and ready to move forward. I have given you strength that is not your own. That is why, even when you felt like giving up, you somehow found the power to keep going. That is why, even when you felt numb or broken, you still woke up each day and tried again. And that is why you are reading these words right now. You may not see it, but in the spiritual world, you have been winning battles while the world thought you were losing. You have been fighting quietly in the background, and I have been supporting you with my power. The emergency I told you about is not a punishment or something bad meant to hurt you. It is a call to wake up, a call to come out of delay, out of sadness, out of confusion. I am calling you out of thinking that you are too broken, too far behind, or too messed up to be used by me. The enemy's biggest fear is that you will remember who you really are in me. That is why he attacks your identity first, because he knows that if you ever realize the power I placed inside you, he will no longer have any control over you. But the truth is, he never had control in the first place. You have given your heart to people who could not protect it. You have trusted things that let you down and hurt you. That pain has made you cautious and hesitant. But I am not like people. I do not fail, I do not lie, and I do not change my mind based on feelings. I am steady and strong, and I will never let you fall without catching you. If you believe my hand is still holding your life together, type 1717 to show your faith in me. You have been searching for answers in all the wrong places. You have tried to find peace in distractions and tried to fill the emptiness with things that don't last, but nothing has worked. Nothing has lasted because nothing can satisfy your soul like my presence. I created your soul, and I know exactly what it needs, and right now it needs me. You may feel like you have made too many mistakes, like you have failed too many times, or that I am disappointed in you. But listen carefully. I do not see you through the lens of your shame. I see you through the lens of my Son, through the blood that was shed for you, and through the grace that is still flowing freely. My mercy is new every morning. My arms are open wide for you right now. I have not turned my face away from you. I have been waiting for you to come home, and when you do, I will not scold you or shame you. I will not remind you of every mistake you made. I will cover you with my love, restore you, and celebrate over you like a father who is overjoyed to be reunited with his child. You have been carrying burdens that I never asked you to carry. You have been carrying guilt, pressure, fear, and anxiety that are not yours to hold. Lay those burdens down now. You are not meant to walk this life alone. I walk with you. I fight for you. I speak blessings over you. I go before you to prepare the way. If you are ready to lay everything down and trust me again, type A, men, to show your readiness. The next few days will be important, not because of what the world is doing, but because of what I am doing behind the scenes. You will see some things shift. You might notice some people moving away from your life. Don't panic and don't chase after them. I am removing what cannot go where I am taking you. I am clearing the path ahead and stripping away the extra weight so you can finally run freely. You have been crawling for too long, just barely surviving. But now I am calling you to rise up, to build, to create, to speak boldly, and to walk in the authority I gave you. I placed something powerful inside you, and now it is time for that power to come alive. The delay you have experienced was not denial, and the silence you felt was not punishment. It was preparation. You were growing in the dark, developing through the hard times, becoming stronger through the struggles. What the enemy meant for harm, I have been using for your good all along. And when you come out of this, people won't recognize you, not because you will look different on the outside, but because your spirit will be on fire with purpose. Right now, I am igniting something deep inside you, a hunger for more, a boldness to speak the truth, a desire to chase after me no matter what it costs. Let that hunger grow, feed it with prayer, strengthen it with worship. Protect it from anything that tries to dim it, because the fire I have placed inside you is holy and powerful. You are going to impact more lives than you realize. You are going to walk into places you once only dreamed about. And when you get there, you will not forget who brought you through. You will not say, "Look what I did," but instead, "Look what the Lord has done. This is only the beginning, but I needed your attention." That is why I said 40 minutes, because I knew you would stop and listen. And when you did, something started to break off your life. Right now, in this very moment, chains are falling. Fear is losing its hold on you. Confusion is being silenced. Faith is rising up again. And I will not let you walk into your next season unprepared. That is why I am pouring this message into your heart now. You were built for more. You were chosen for more. You were made for this moment. You are not weak. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Could a secret discovery by the CIA explain why so many people suddenly live in luxury? A hidden research study from the CIA has just been revealed. It shows a brain hacking ritual that draws in wealth almost like magic. It only takes 7 seconds to do. You can perform it at home, and it is backed by 4 neuroscience laboratories. Right now, many people are getting out of debt and living rich lives because of it. But this information won't be available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. I know you've been questioning everything lately, wondering why nothing seems to work, and if I am even there for you. You have been walking through situations so loud they drown out my silence. It has made you doubt your faith. But let me tell you something important. Your questions don't scare me. Your doubts don't make me love you less. Your weaknesses do not disqualify you. In fact, they prepare you for what I am about to do. The emergency I speak of is not only around you, but also inside you. There is a war happening inside your heart. You have been torn between trusting me and trusting yourself. You have been torn between moving forward or going back to what is familiar but harmful. This war is not by chance. The enemy knows that if you fully surrender and let me take control, his hold on you will end. That is why this moment is sacred. Right now, I am reaching into the middle of your conflict and offering you peace. Not the peace the world gives, but my peace. The kind of peace that steadies you when everything around you shakes. The kind of peace that calms the storm even if the storm continues to rage outside. If you are ready to receive this peace in the middle of your storm, type Amen. You have been so hard on yourself, thinking you are not doing enough, that you should be stronger, braver, and more consistent. But hear this clearly. I never asked you to carry the weight of perfection. I asked you to walk with me. I don't need your perfect performance. I need your presence. Come to me, even if you feel messy, tired, or unworthy. You may think I want your best behavior, but what I really want is your honest heart. The enemy's biggest lie is making you feel unqualified, making you believe I have changed my mind about you, or that maybe you have gone too far. Maybe you think the calling on your life was never real. But I want to speak clearly. I do not take back my promises. The words I spoke over your life still stand. The gifts I gave you are still there. They may be buried under pain, but they are not gone. They are waiting for your yes. This is why you have been feeling pressure, not because you are cursed, but because you are called. The weight you feel isn't crushing you. It is shaping you. I am molding you for something greater than you can imagine. Yes, I allow discomfort, but only the kind that brings transformation. If you believe my promise still stands over your life, type 11. I know what people said about you. I know how they left you. I know how you have been overlooked, forgotten, and misunderstood. But their opinions have never shaped your future. I did. Their rejection did not cancel your calling. In fact, it confirmed it. Because I often hide the most powerful ones in the most unlikely places. The world may not see your value yet, but I always have. That is why I need you to stop waiting for approval. You don't need it. Not from them, not from anyone who did not recognize your worth. I have already sealed your life with my blood. No voice, no person, no failure can ever take away that seal. There is something sacred about this season in your life, even with all the pain and unknowns. This is the time when your roots are growing deeper. This is the time when your endurance is getting stronger. This is the time when your faith becomes real, not just a feeling you get on Sundays, but a daily fire that carries you through when emotions fail. Don't fight this process. I know it hurts, but healing often does. Growth often does. If I took you out of this season too early, you wouldn't be ready for where I'm taking you. So I'm not just rescuing you. I'm preparing you for influence, leadership, ministry, impact, and a purpose that is bigger than yourself. If you are choosing to trust the process, even though it hurts, type 222. You might keep thinking, I have forgotten you because others are being blessed faster. You have watched doors open for people who didn't pray as hard as you did. You have seen others walk into opportunities you begged me for. But I want you to know this. Your delay is not denial. I am not punishing you. I am protecting what I have placed inside you. Some things take longer because they are worth more, and what I am doing inside you cannot be rushed. I don't do shortcuts. I build strong foundations. So when I lift you up, no one will be able to tear you down. When people look at your life, they're going to know it was me working in you, because you won't just have success and achievements. You'll also have inner peace, deep wisdom, and the strength you need to handle everything that's coming your way. Yes, the big breakthrough you've been waiting for is still on its way. Yes, the miracle you've been praying for is still planned and scheduled. Yes, that open door of opportunity is still real and waiting for you. But what I want even more than just giving you something good is making sure you're ready and prepared to keep it and not lose it. And so I wait here with you. I walk beside you every single day. I cry with you when you're hurting. I speak to you in moments like right now when you weren't expecting to hear from me. This is a moment you almost scrolled past and skipped over, but you didn't skip it because something deep in your spirit knew. Something in your heart recognized this message, and that's exactly how you know this message is really from me. You don't need to keep chasing after signs anymore. You yourself are the sign. You don't need to keep begging and asking for confirmation. This right here is your confirmation, and starting from this very moment forward, everything around you will begin to move and shift differently. Things won't always move faster, but they will definitely move deeper. Things won't always get easier, but they will certainly become clearer and more obvious to you. Why are so many different people claiming that this CA ritual completely changed their entire life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CA ritual is absolutely the real deal, and it's incredibly potent and powerful. A 7-second brainwave hack that's backed up by 4 different neuroscience laboratories is helping regular everyday people leap and jump from being broke and struggling to being abundant and wealthy. Dream homes, nice cars, amazing trips and vacations. It's all within your reach now, but this video could disappear and vanish anytime from the internet. So click the link that's in the description and in the comments right now to see it before it's completely gone forever. There's something really important I need you to understand and grasp right now, something sacred and holy. The enemy, the devil, didn't attack you and come after you because you're weak or powerless. He didn't come for you because you're cursed or unlucky. He came after you specifically because you're carrying something from me inside of you, something that's valuable and precious, something that's powerful and mighty, something that's eternal and lasts forever. That's exactly why the battle and the fight has been so fierce and intense. That's exactly why you felt like giving up and quitting, because what's inside of you and what you're carrying threatens and endangers everything the enemy has built up against you. But I want you to hear me very clearly right now. I didn't bring you all this far along your journey just to leave you stranded here. You haven't been fighting and struggling for nothing at all. You haven't cried all those tears in vain and for no reason. Every single struggle has been preparing you and getting you ready for this exact moment. Every disappointment you've experienced has carved out and created space for a greater purpose. I'm not done with you yet. I'm actually just getting started with what I have planned. Comment Amen if you're still holding on and hanging in there even with shaking and trembling hands. There's a reason you felt like everything around you is shifting and changing. It's not just your imagination playing tricks on you. Heaven has been moving and arranging things on your behalf and for your benefit. I've been aligning and connecting the right people, adjusting and changing timelines, and even closing certain doors, not to hurt you or harm you, but to protect and guard the next season of your life that's coming. Because you don't actually need everything you're asking for and requesting right now. Some of the things you're asking for would only delay you and slow you down. Some of those things would only distract you and pull your focus away. That's exactly why I'm keeping certain specific things hidden and concealed until your spirit is completely ready and prepared. And I know that waiting is hard and difficult. Trusting me is hard and challenging, especially when it feels like everyone else around you is getting exactly what you prayed and asked for. But I didn't forget about you or overlook you. I didn't skip over your name or ignore you. I've got you engraved and carved in the palm of my hand. Every single time you prayed and didn't see any results or answers, I was still working behind the scenes in ways you couldn't see or notice. Real faith isn't just believing when it's easy and simple. Real faith is continuing to believe when there's complete silence, when there's absolutely no evidence, when nothing adds up or makes sense, but your soul still says deep down, God is with me and walking beside me, and I am too. I've always been right here. Comment 333 if you still believe, even while you're in the waiting period. I need you to let go of and release what you thought your life had to look like. I know you had a specific plan in your mind. I know you had a clear vision of how things would go. But what I'm doing inside of you is so much better than what you imagined or pictured. And yes, it's going to take longer than you expected. And yes, it's going to cost more than you thought. But it will last and endure. It will bless multiple generations after you. It will bring real peace, not just progress and advancement. You've been looking for and wanting immediate results and quick answers, but I'm building and constructing a lasting impact that will remain. That takes time and patience. That takes fire and refining. That takes faith that's refined and purified, not rushed and hurried. So don't resent or hate the process you're going through. Instead, embrace it and accept it. Let me mold you and shape you. Let me stretch you and grow you, even if it feels uncomfortable and uneasy, even if it feels like everything familiar and comfortable is falling apart and crumbling around you. Because the truth and reality is I'm not just changing your situation and circumstances. I'm changing and transforming you as a person, and once you're completely transformed, you won't go back to your old ways. You won't settle for less than what you deserve. You won't attach yourself and connect to what once drained you and emptied you. You'll recognize and know my voice much quicker and faster. You'll choose peace over panic and anxiety. You'll know exactly how to stand firm when the storms come back and return. That's the ultimate goal I have. That's the real gift I'm giving. It's not just about the blessing itself, but about becoming someone who knows how to carry it and handle it properly. Comment 1212 if you're willing to be transformed and changed, not just rescued and saved. You've been walking through a spiritual fire and intense heat, and I know it's felt like punishment and discipline to you, but it's actually been purification and cleansing. I've been burning away and removing the things that couldn't come with you to where you're going. The fears and anxieties, the lies you believed, the broken beliefs and wrong ideas about who you really are and who I really am. That's exactly why certain specific people started fading away and disappearing from your life. That's exactly why some things stopped feeling comfortable and easy. It's because you're being elevated and lifted up, and elevation and rising up always costs comfort and ease. It's time to start walking and carrying yourself like you know who you are and whose you are, like you know that you're chosen and selected, like you know that my hand is resting on your life. No more shrinking and making yourself smaller to make other people comfortable. No more dumbing down and hiding your faith. No more apologizing or saying sorry for your anointing and calling. You didn't call yourself or choose yourself. I did that, and whoever I call, I also equip and prepare. Whoever I equip and prepare, I also defend and protect. And whoever I defend and protect, no enemy can touch or harm. You are covered and protected. You are surrounded on every side. You are not walking alone through this. I have assigned and sent angels to watch over you. I have placed fire all around you as protection. Every single step you take by faith is under my authority and power. So stop questioning and doubting if you're enough or good enough. You never had to be enough on your own. That's exactly why I sent my Spirit to live inside of you. That's exactly why I gave you grace and favor. That's exactly why I gave you complete access to my strength and power, so that you never have to fight alone ever again. This is not just a season you're passing through and will forget. This is a spiritual shift and change, a divine interruption from heaven. I allowed everything to slow down and pause, so you would finally stop and listen. Not because I'm angry with you, not because I want to punish you or hurt you, but because you were moving way too fast in the completely wrong direction. And if I didn't stop you right now, the road ahead would have led you to more pain and suffering than you were ever meant to carry or bear. This is your rescue and saving. This is your reset and fresh start. This is your return back to me, commenting. Men, if you believe that I am calling you back to me right now in this very moment. You thought the closed doors you encountered were rejections and denials, but they were actually redirections and course corrections. I wasn't keeping good things away from you. I was protecting and guarding you from what you couldn't yet see or understand. You would have walked through those doors thinking they were blessings and good things, but they were actually traps in disguise and hidden dangers. I saw what was behind those doors. I heard the conversations that you never heard. I watched and observed the hearts that were never truly for you or on your side. That's exactly why I stepped in and intervened. That's exactly why I closed those doors shut. And now I'm opening something much better for you. But not before I prepare and ready your spirit to handle it properly. Because you've asked me for more in your life. You've asked me for peace and rest. You've asked me for clarity and understanding. You've asked me for increase and multiplication. But all those things come with weight and responsibility. And I love you far too much to give you something that will eventually crush you and overwhelm you. That's exactly why I'm strengthening your shoulders and building your capacity first. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and creating new millionaires everywhere? A stunning CA leak has just revealed and exposed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal everyday people wipe out and eliminate debt and attract serious wealth and money. With proof and evidence from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress and struggle into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening and becoming reality. But the government could take this down and remove it at any time. Click the link that's in the description and comments before it's deleted and removed forever. You may feel tired and exhausted. You may feel broken and shattered, but I am still working and moving behind the scenes. Comment 777 if you believe that I'm building strength and resilience in the middle of your storm. You've wondered why certain specific people disappeared and left, why they changed and became different, why they walked away like you meant nothing to them. And you've tried to fix it and make it right. You've replayed every moment in your mind, wondering what you could have done differently or better. But I want you to hear this message clearly and loudly. Some losses and departures were actually answers to prayers that you didn't even know how to pray or ask for. I removed what you didn't have the strength or courage to let go of on your own. Not because I want you to hurt and suffer, but because I want you to heal and recover. There are places I'm taking you where some people simply cannot follow or come with you. There are blessings I'm about to release and pour out that some hands cannot touch or receive. And so, yes, it feels like isolation and loneliness, but it's really separation and setting apart. And separation is holy and sacred. You've been set apart for a special purpose, and I will not allow what is unclean and impure to attach itself and connect to what I have made clean and pure. Let it go and release it. Trust my hand and my guidance. Trust my no and my refusal. Trust my timing and my schedule. I know how long you've waited and been patient. I know how heavy the silence has felt and weighed on you, but every single moment has been part of my process and plan. You're not late or behind schedule. You're not behind everyone else. You're right on time and exactly where you need to be for what I've prepared and planned. Comment 10 if you trust my timing and schedule, even when it hurts and is painful. You've been tested deeply and intensely in this season, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and the enemy has whispered lies and deceptions to you in those weak and vulnerable moments. He told you that I forgot about you and abandoned you. He told you that I was silent because I didn't care about you. He told you that the pain you're feeling is permanent and will never end, but he is a liar and deceiver. I've been closer than ever before, holding you up and supporting you when you didn't even feel it or notice it, comforting your soul when no one around you understood what you were going through, whispering truth and reality into your spirit even when your mind was completely full of fear and worry. That's exactly why you didn't fall apart completely and totally. That's exactly why you made it this far along the journey. My hand has been on you and guiding you even in the middle of the fire. And I want you to hear this truth. If the fire didn't destroy you and consume you, it's because it was never meant to destroy you. It was only meant to refine you and purify you, to purify your motives and intentions, to expose and reveal the things that don't belong in your life anymore, to show you and demonstrate just how strong we are when we're together. You're coming out of this difficult time, not broken and shattered, but bold and confident, not confused and lost, but clear and focused, not bitter and angry, but blessed and favored. You've been wondering and questioning if you're still on the right path and direction. You've asked me, God, did I miss it and mess up? Did I mess it all up and ruin everything? But hear me now in this moment. I know how to reroute and redirect my children. You never fell off course so far and so distant that I couldn't reach you and bring you back. I've been redirecting your steps gently and softly, patiently and carefully. And today, you are right exactly where you need to be to hear me speaking. You've been feeling stuck and trapped, haven't you? Like something inside you is trying to move forward and progress, but the weight of everything you've been through keeps pulling you back and holding you down. I see you clearly. You've been pressing through and pushing forward, trying to stay strong and steady, holding yourself together when no one else even realizes or understands how hard it's been for you. But I know the truth. I've watched every single tear fall, heard every prayer you whispered under your breath when no one was listening, and felt the ache and pain in your heart when you thought no one cared about you. Let me tell you something important. Nothing about you is hidden from me or concealed. Not the pain and suffering, not the weariness and exhaustion, not even the thoughts you've been too afraid to admit out loud to anyone. I've seen it all and witnessed everything, and I haven't turned away from you or rejected you. In fact, I've drawn even closer to you. Comment 555 if you believe that I'm close to the broken-hearted and hurting. I've been protecting you and guarding you in more ways than you even know or realize. There were moments and times where you were one decision away from deep regret and sorrow, but I blocked it and stopped it. There were times when you were surrounded by people who looked like they were for you and supporting you, but their hearts were filled with jealousy and envy and deceit and lies, and I removed them from your life. You didn't lose them by accident. I rescued you from them intentionally. You may not have understood it at the time it was happening. It may have felt like rejection and abandonment, like being left alone. But in reality and truth, It was divine intervention from heaven. I love you too much to let you stay in places I never designed or intended for you. I love you too much to let comfort and ease become your prison and trap. And sometimes I will allow everything around you to fall apart and crumble just so you'll learn to lean fully and completely on me alone. I know you want answers and explanations. I know you want things to make sense and be logical. But I'm not asking you to figure it all out and solve it. I'm asking you to trust that I have a reason and purpose for everything I do and allow, that I can see what you cannot see, that I know what's ahead and coming. And I'm preparing you and getting you ready for it even now. Comment 1717 if you trust me to finish and complete what I started in you. You are not behind schedule. You are not too late for your blessing. You are not overlooked or forgotten. Your name has not been lost in a crowd of people. Your prayers didn't fall into silence and disappear. Your faith, even if it's the size of a tiny mustard seed, has moved things and created shifts in the heavens. Yes, you may feel tired and worn out. You may feel forgotten and invisible, but I have not changed my mind about you or given up on you. I'm still calling you higher and forward. This season you're in right now feels quiet and still. But that doesn't mean that I'm not speaking to you. I often speak the loudest and clearest in the silence and stillness. It's in the stillness and calm that your heart becomes sensitive and attuned to my voice. That's when you start recognizing and knowing what's really from me and what's just noise and distraction. I've been clearing the clutter and mess around you, not to isolate you and leave you alone, but to sanctify you and set you apart. You've been set apart for a special purpose. That's exactly why certain things didn't work out the way you hoped. That's exactly why you couldn't fit in where other people did so easily, because I made you different and unique. Don't resent your difference and uniqueness. Don't despise your delay and waiting period. The anointing on your life is not common or ordinary, and that's exactly why your process hasn't been common or ordinary either. I'm calling you deeper and further, out of shallow waters and surface level living, out of surface level faith and belief. I'm calling you to walk by the Spirit and not by what you can see with your eyes. Because what I'm about to do in your life will not make sense or seem logical to those around you, but it will be undeniable and obvious. I will make it so clear and evident that even your enemies will know it was me working. Comment 222 if you know that I'm setting you apart for something greater and bigger. Is it finally time to try the same CAA secret ritual that's changing lives in just seconds? This newly leaked CAA-backed study reveals and exposes a 7-second money ritual that's transforming lives overnight and in an instant. Scientifically validated and proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind and brain to attract money like a powerful magnet. People who were once broke and struggling are now enjoying luxury homes, brand new cars, and exotic travel and vacations. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed and deleted. This is not just about you alone. The breakthrough I'm bringing won't just bless you and benefit you. It'll bless your entire family, your children's children, and grandchildren. I'm not just answering your prayers and requests. I'm answering prayers that your grandmother prayed many years ago. I'm responding to generational cries and calls. You are the one I've chosen and selected to break cycles and patterns, to shift things and change them, to change the narrative and story. That's exactly why the pressure has been so intense and overwhelming. That's exactly why the warfare has felt unrelenting and constant. The enemy isn't fighting you because of where you are right now. He's fighting you because of where you're headed and going. He's terrified and scared of what happens if you fully surrender everything, fully obey everything, and fully trust me with everything. Because when you do that, chains break and fall off, curses break and end, cycles break and stop, and legacy begins and starts. You are the interruption in your bloodline and family line. You are the answer to someone else's silent cry and prayer. You are the light in the darkness that your family has walked through for many generations. And I will not let you fail or fall short. I will not let you fall down. My grace is holding you up and supporting you. My power is filling in every gap and empty space. Where you are weak and powerless, I am strong and mighty. Where you are confused and lost, I am clear and certain. Where you are hurting and wounded, I am healing and restoring. There are things you've been carrying far too long that need to be released. Wounds that never healed properly and correctly. Burdens and weights you were never meant to hold or carry. People depended on you and needed you. Life didn't give you time to process and grieve. You were expected to just keep going and moving forward. So you buried the pain deep down inside. You smiled when your heart was breaking into pieces. You helped others while silently hoping that someone would notice that you were drowning and going under. I saw it all happening. I was there for every part of it in every moment. Not once did I look away or turn my back. Not once did I abandon you or leave you. Men, if you believe that I've never left your side or forsaken you, I want to talk to the part of you that no one else sees or knows about. The part that still grieves and mourns the time that was lost and wasted. The dreams that didn't happen or come true. The person who left and walked away. The version of yourself you thought you'd be by now at this point. I'm not afraid of your disappointment or letdown. I'm not distant from your sorrow and grief. I am near and close to the brokenhearted, and I save those who are crushed in spirit and feeling. That includes you, especially you in this moment. There's still time left. I am the God of restoration and recovery. I do not just repair what's broken, I redeem and transform. I make all things new and fresh. What you thought was wasted and thrown away can still be used for good. What was broken and shattered can still become beautiful and lovely. I can take every shattered piece and fragment and create something that could have never existed or been made without the pain you've walked through and experienced. That's what grace does and accomplishes. You see the scars and wounds. I see the story and journey. You see failure and mistakes. I see foundation and building blocks. This pain you're coming out of and leaving behind. It's not the end of your story and journey. It's the place where I begin to reveal and show why you had to walk through it in the first place. Nothing you've been through will be wasted or thrown away. You may not understand it yet at this moment, but you will eventually. I promise you that you will understand. Comment 111 if you're ready to believe that I still have a plan and purpose for your life. You've been praying for peace and rest, but still feeling overwhelmed and stressed. That's because true peace isn't the absence of problems and troubles. It's the presence of me in the middle of them and through them. I don't always remove the storm and take it away, but I do enter it with you and walk through it. And when I'm in the storm with you, everything changes and shifts. Even the wind has to obey me and listen. Even the chaos begins to submit and bow down, not because you're in control of everything, but because I am in control. I know how much you've been holding inside and keeping quiet. That silent pressure on your chest and heart. That heavy feeling when you wake up in the morning, unsure if you have the strength to face another day ahead. You felt alone in that struggle, but you're not alone. My presence is resting over you right now in this moment. Even if you don't feel it yet or sense it, my hand is on your life and future. My voice is still speaking into your future and destiny. My spirit is interceding and praying for you when you have no words left to pray or say. You are not forgotten or overlooked. You are not forsaken or abandoned. You are not invisible or unseen. Your name is written on my heart forever. Comment 999 if you know that I still see you when no one else does or cares. You've come so far through pain and suffering, through heartbreak and disappointment, through disappointment and letdown. And even when you were tempted to walk away from it all and give up, you didn't do it. You stayed and remained. You fought through the silence and emptiness. You believed and trusted, even when your belief was just a whisper and a tiny voice. That matters to me deeply. That moves my heart and touches me, because you've been faithful in the wilderness and desert. And now I'm leading you out of it and bringing you forward. You've been walking with questions and doubts, but I am giving you clarity and understanding. Not all at once in one moment, but piece by piece and little by little, step by step along the way. I am rebuilding your trust and confidence. I am teaching you to depend on me again and lean on me. Not on people around you, not on performance and achievement, not on results and outcomes, but on my presence with you. That is where your strength will be found. That is where your future begins to open up and unfold. I'm not preparing a small breakthrough or minor victory. I'm preparing a full restoration and complete recovery. That's exactly why it's taken time and been delayed. That's exactly why it hasn't come easy or simple. Because it's not temporary or short-lived. What I'm about to do in your life will be lasting and permanent, rooted deeply and complete in every way. You are about to enter into a season and time where things begin to make sense and add up, not just around you in your circumstances, but inside you in your heart. The broken pieces are aligning and coming together. The scattered thoughts are calming and settling down. The ache and pain is turning into oil and anointing. I am taking the weight of this season and pressing something valuable and precious out of it. You've been stretched in every way lately and recently. Emotionally, spiritually, and even physically in your body, the pressure has been real and tangible. The moments of silence have been long and extended. And in those quiet hours, you've started to ask yourself questions you never dared to ask before this moment. God, did I miss it and lose it? Did I fail you and disappoint you? Did I take a wrong turn and get lost? And now I'm stuck and trapped. But I need you to hear me clearly and plainly. You are not stuck in one place. You are stationed in position. You are in position exactly where I need you. You are exactly where I needed you to be to speak this message into your spirit right now in this moment. And I will use every delay and setback, every detour and change of direction, every disappointment and letdown, not to break you down and destroy you, but to build you up and strengthen you. Comment, men, if you believe that I can turn all things for your good and benefit. Why is the government working so hard to bury and hide this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CA leak has just exposed and revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's now allowing regular people to clear debt and eliminate it and invite unstoppable wealth and abundance. Supported and backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is transforming financial struggles and hardship into dream lifestyles and living. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible and within reach. But the government might pull this secret any minute now. Click the link that's in the description and comments before it's deleted and removed forever. I know you thought the answer would have come by now and arrived, that the door would have opened and swung wide, that the weight would have lifted and been removed. But there's a reason I've held it back and delayed it. If I gave you what you asked for too soon and too early, you wouldn't have been able to carry it or handle it. You would have taken the blessing and gift and lost the lesson and wisdom. But I care too much about your character and who you are to give you comfort that would have crippled you spiritually and stunted your growth. You asked me to take you higher and elevate you, to show you your purpose and calling. But that requires pruning and cutting back. It requires cutting away some things that you thought you needed and couldn't live without. It requires trust and faith when everything in you wants to run back to what's familiar and comfortable. But I didn't bring you this far to turn you around now and send you back. I brought you this far so you would learn to walk by faith and trust and not by sight and seeing. You've asked for peace and rest, but to receive it and have it, you must let go of control and trying to manage everything. You've asked for healing and restoration, but to receive it and experience it, you must give me the wounds and hurts. You've asked for clarity and understanding, but to receive it and gain it, you must trust me in the dark times. Comment 1212 if you're releasing control and choosing surrender and submission. You've been worried about time and timing, worried that you missed your season and opportunity, that it's too late now, that you waited too long and missed your chance. But I am the creator of time and the master of it. I don't rush like the world does and hurries. I don't need permission from the calendar to do something miraculous and amazing. I can restore in one day what you thought would take a lifetime to recover.